Now on 4 News Now at 6, it's Apple Cup weekend, and we have everything from possible road trip delays to how you can watch the game at home.
The clouds are moving in and the showers are not far behind. I'll help you plan your weekend around some wet weather in the First Alert forecast.
And the battle for Washington's 5th district, why now may be the best time for Democrats to flip the long-standing Republican seat. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. And here is a live look over One Spokane Stadium right now, where Freeman High School is taking on Rogers High School. It's the first of 2 games happening there tonight, with North Central taking on Chewelah under the lights. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock, and we'll have a recap of both of those games tonight on Friday Night Sports Extra on Nightside, starting at 11 o'clock. Thanks for joining us here tonight. I'm Jordan Smith, in for Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor, joined by Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who's looking ahead at our Friday Night Lights forecast.
Oh my goodness, yes, and I think I would need a sweatshirt or something if you are heading out to the game. There's a bit of a breeze, and the clouds are moving in, and the temperatures are dropping. Here is your Friday Night Football forecast. 7 o'clock, we're going to be in the 60s. Some of the gustier winds that we've seen late this afternoon and early this evening will be tapering off, but enough of a breeze that, again, you're going to want some sort of a layer with you by 9 o'clock. 60 degrees, 58 degrees at 11. Not quite acclimated to these kind of temperatures yet. It is very early in the football season. We did have some beautiful sunshine to end the afternoon, and now the clouds are beginning to move in on our satellite. We will see those through the evening. Winds will die down a little bit this evening, and then they'll pick up again tomorrow afternoon. And we do have some precipitation coming out of those clouds, but it is not going to amount to much. By around 1, 2 o'clock, we'll start to see some very light rain crossing the Cascades. A few sprinkles in the morning around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, and then we should be dry by late morning across most of the region. The rainfall totals from this system are going to be pretty unimpressive, anywhere from a trace to just a few hundredths of an inch, and mainly right along I-90 and points to the north, staying dry in Lewiston. A 30% chance of showers at 7 a.m. in Spokane. Then it really tapers off. Finally, we're dry by 11 a.m. with a mix of sun and clouds. Winds picking up out of the southwest, and by the afternoon, we're looking at winds up to 15 miles per hour sustained, with wind gusts to 20 miles per hour. A high temperature of 73 is actually just about average. Our average high is dropping quickly. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast and the second half of your weekend outlook in just a few minutes. Jordan.
All right, we're looking forward to it, Chris. Thanks for that. And whether you're heading to the Apple Cup or just heading out west in general, you may want to give yourself some extra time to deal with the construction mess on the Vantage Bridge. That's the bridge that takes you over the Columbia River on I-90.
And for the past few days, the Department of Transportation has been warning drivers to avoid that bridge altogether, but that means some long detours. Our Mary Sheridan is live tonight at the Vantage Bridge. Mary, you have been monitoring traffic there all day long. Is it really as bad as we kind of were hearing from officials earlier this week?
Yeah, so you can see behind me, there's not really any traffic right now. Westbound lanes are cruising right through. Eastbound is starting to stack up just a little bit. We've seen that today. It's been kind of intermittent, but if it's anything like what we've looked at earlier today, I expect eastbound to clear right up. But just because things look a little bit smooth right now doesn't mean that things can't get worse, especially with weekend traffic coming up.
I think it's better than I expected, but I have a feeling it will get worse as the day goes on.
This was the sentiment from many drivers crossing the I-90 bridge in Vantage, Washington today. Construction on the bridge has reduced traffic to 2 narrow lanes in each direction. This was expected to slow traffic for those heading westbound to Seattle for the Apple Cup, or eastbound for a concert in the Gorge, or for those embarking on a cross-country road trip.
We're doing a national park tour of the West Coast, starting in Denver and doing a big loop around back to Denver.
This is the 6th day on the road for Boyd and Marianne Dunn from Pennsylvania. I caught them as they were about to head westbound across the bridge to Olympic National Park.
You didn't notice any
No, the traffic's been flowing.
Yeah.
We've been just normal traffic on a Friday afternoon.
They mentioned seeing signs like this one on I-90 telling drivers that traffic was free-flowing and the bridge had no delays. This was true for those driving across the bridge this afternoon. Cars and trucks moved through smoothly as construction workers worked on the outer lanes. But this window may not last forever. When asked what advice she would give to drivers headed west to the Apple Cup tomorrow, Nicole Mant said,
I would have left today.
And it is a relatively early kickoff tomorrow, 12:30 at Lumen Field. So, you might want to leave yourself some time, whether you decide you want to brave the bridge tomorrow or take one of the alternate routes that we have listed on our website. And unfortunately, this construction's not going away anytime soon. Crews are going to be out here working through the month of October and then during the summer months all the way until 2028. I'll send it back to you two in the studio.
All right, Mary, thanks for that. And last year, fans worried that the collapse of the Pac-12 might lead to the end of this rivalry game, but the schools, WSU and UW, confirmed that it would continue, just with a few changes.
One of them being that the game would be held in September rather than November. So let's send it out now to our sports director, Julian Minenzone, who is live in Seattle tonight. Julian, how are fans feeling tonight?
Hey guys, I'm with a very special guest, former WSU quarterback, WSU legend, Alex Brink. And Alex, the guys at Flat Stick called you a Husky killer. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, it's one of the great things when you beat the Dogs 3 times is that you get a cool nickname, right? So that's stuck with me since I graduated.
Your thoughts on the game tomorrow? Obviously a little bit different being here earlier in the season than rather than later, but your thoughts on the game for the Cougs?
Yeah, it's a different time for sure. Obviously from a 10,000-foot view, it means a lot, right? Like there's a lot into this game besides just the normal rivalry things. So I'm super excited. I think Washington State matches up very, very well. There's a lot of turnover on that Husky roster for sure, and I think Jake Dicker's doing some fantastic things at Washington State. I'm fired up.
Now, the Pac-12 is alive again. 4 new teams coming in. Your reaction?
I think it's a great thing. I mean, in all honesty, with everything going on in realignment and across college football, the Pac-12 and Oregon State and Washington State now have some control of their own destiny. And I think that's the most important thing, is that they can make decisions about what they want to do next. They can get in the marketplace, figure out, what the value of the conference is, which I think, frankly, is pretty high. So, kudos to everybody involved in that. I'm just excited that West Coast college football has life again, and we can be excited about it.
Alex Brink is going to be here hosting his own Chalk Talk show tonight at this Cougar Takeover in Seattle. Last thing for you, no purple in the wardrobe, right? There's none at all.
There is none whatsoever. You will not find it in my household.
And you probably won't find it here at Flat Stick either. Guys, send it back to you.
I think my household feels the same way. All right, thank you, Julian. And if you're trying to watch the Apple Cup tomorrow, you'll need the streaming service Peacock. That's the only place the game is being televised. But you can listen for free on KXLY 920 AM and 100.7 FM. Derek Dice is also in Seattle tonight, and he will have your pregame and postgame show. Coverage starts at 10 a.m. with kickoff at noon.
We are all so excited for that game tomorrow. All right, well, if you're looking for some last-minute weekend plans, why not head down to Riverfront Park for their Mexican Independence Day celebration happening tomorrow. It's being hosted by Latinos in Spokane and at the pavilion, and starts at 2 o'clock. The event will feature live mariachi bands, folk dancers, and plenty of food vendors serving up Mexican dishes.
And tomorrow in Spokane, get cozy and head to Brick West Brewing for a pajama party. Hosted by Snap, there will be free activities for the whole family. Games, face painting, lots of different things. Bring some socks, gloves, or other cold weather gear to donate to help our neighbors stay warm this winter. And with your donations, you'll be entered into a raffle with prizes including Scarywood tickets. It's happening from 3:30 until 8 o'clock. Well, lithium-ion batteries may have been involved in a fire that damaged this garage in the valley. Tips to make sure that those batteries that power things like your phone end up going up in flames.
And we'll tell you about a new program in Spokane Public Schools meant to get kids to put down their phone and to get involved in activities. Next on 4 News Now.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Save your greed! Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, Find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Frizz, dryness, breakage. New Dove 10-in-1 Serum Hair Mask with Peptide Complex fortifies hair bonds at a molecular level. Helps reverse 10 signs of damage in 1 minute. Keep living. We'll keep repairing.
Shake up your shower with a flavor for every feeling. This Dove freshens you up. This Dove winds you down. This Dove leaves you glowing. And this Dove keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a Dove for everybody.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
Stay ahead of your child's moderate to severe eczema. And they can show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your child's skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your child's eczema specialist about Dupixent.
There's a need to build that human-to-human relationship.
A new program in Spokane Public Schools is hoping to connect your kids with extracurricular activities. It's part of the district's plans to help get kids to spend less time on their phones.
It's also meant to help students build their social skills up. And our Derek Strom explains the strategies navigators are using to convince students to look up from their phones and to get involved.
I just hope that there's an opportunity for everyone to say, hey, I found something that I'm interested in that's a safe space for me in my schools.
Spokane Public Schools is launching the brand new Engage IRL program that aims to get students connected with activities, clubs, and sports in all of its schools. The initiative is working in tandem with the district's new cell phone policy, where high school students will only be allowed to use their phones during passing periods and lunch.
As we work to get kids off their screens, then really providing them with the opportunity to do something that is worth their time, that they're interested in, to get them feeling like, yeah, I'm happy to be off my screen because I'm involved in this activity.
The district has 5 navigators that will be working directly with schools and students this year, including Aaliyah Ashley Meek, known around the district as Miss Aaliyah. She works with all the schools that feed into Shadle Park High School, which includes 11 schools in total.
It's not just me doing the work, you know, we're spearheading with the teachers, we're spearheading with admin, our community partners, our families, our students, so there's a lot of people doing the work.
Navigators like Miss Aaliyah are hoping to encourage all of their kids to join some sort of club, activity, or sport, whether that's something that already exists at the school they go to, or whether that's by creating something new.
We're just really supporting the athletic directors and club advisors on how to best support our students and make sure that the opportunities are there for them in what they want to do.
Navigators with the district are already working on introducing cross country as a sport at all of its elementary schools. And Ashley Meek says the Navigators will also work with community partners to set up activities outside of the district as well. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
4 things to know about your weather. We have the possibility of some light rain Saturday morning. It'll be breezy in the afternoon, a dry and mild Sunday, and then the rain returns midweek. I'll go over the details of your weekend outlook after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Travel for Adventures is brought to you in part by Grant County Tourism. Shop Consign Furniture and Jewelry first for new, consigned, and even one-of-a-kind pieces. New shipments coming in every day. Save up to 70% off retail. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Elevate your game day at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. The area's largest sportsbook is your VIP seat on the 50-yard line with massive HD screens and live betting. Only at Spokane Tribe Resort and Casino. You just win here.
Introducing permanent year-round outdoor lighting. Holiday heating, cooling, and electric.
I started taking care of my mom about 5 months ago. She has dementia, and then being newly diagnosed with lung cancer, my mom was unable to stay in her home. Balancing work and caregiving has been a struggle. Knowing that Wall Cares will be available relieves a lot of stress. Having access to those funds would have helped so much, financially and mentally, because life is unpredictable. Wall Cares moves with you, even if you move out of Washington.
Shop Consign Furniture and Jewelry first for new, consigned, and even one-of-a-kind pieces. New shipments coming in every day. Save up to 70% off retail. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Next week, Dolly Parton's live on GMA.
The one and only Dolly Parton.
Then, what does Demi Lovato want you to know about her documentary Child Star that everyone's talking about? And the Golden Bachelorette on GMA.
An intruder at Spokane Valley City Hall and 911 callers unable to get through.
I was on hold for a while, so I tried with another line.
If that can happen there, what could go wrong the next time you call for help? Watch Thursday on 4 News Now at 6.
Well, it's the last weekend to enjoy the Spokane County Interstate Fair, and there's still plenty of fun to be had, such as saying hi to this year's mascots. That's Bo the Goat and his friends Cedar and Jack. They will be there at the fair. This Sunday will be a very special day at the fair as well. You can bring a gently used or new coat to donate to Coats for Kids.
And we're going to be at the gates throughout the day to collect your coats and give you a free ticket in for kids 13 years old and under. Chris, I want to talk a lot about Coats for Kids, but I also have to mention that that goat's beard needed a place on the grid, like needed to be talked about more.
Yes.
We needed more than 2 seconds for that goat's grid.
Well, I am going to go see that goat. That is a good, I cannot wait to see that.
What a beard.
And we don't have to go to the fair to have that cotton candy because it's sitting over in the newsroom.
It's bright green.
I know. I wonder how, too bad I don't have a chroma key wall. I could eat some and then make my teeth disappear.
But the key, though, is free tickets.
Oh, yeah, yes, you can go see that goat for free.
That's right.
13 and under. Let's take a look at your current conditions. It is starting to feel jacket weather. Certainly if you're heading out tonight, you might want a sweater. We're in the 70s right now, but we won't be for long. The clouds have really moved in Spokane at 71 degrees. Our sunset is just coming up in less than an hour. That is always a shock to me, no matter how many times I do this fall thing. It seems strange when it gets dark so early. Coeur d'Alene, it's 70 degrees. Looking east, it's clear. If we were looking west, it'd be another story. That's the direction the clouds are moving in. There is a little bit of a breeze. Winds have died down somewhat, but if you are sitting in the stands in Moses Lake with that 14-mile-per-hour breeze, it is going to feel cool. 11-mile-per-hour winds in Spokane, and we'll see the winds die down. These are forecast wind gusts. It'll be a calm night, a calm start to the day tomorrow with those showers. Here's 7 a.m., but then they're going to be picking up again in the afternoon. Something to keep in mind if you are heading out tomorrow, that you are going to be dealing with some wind gusts at times. Our 12-hour chance of rain starting at midnight It only goes up to 20% around 2 a.m. Looks like it'll peak around 6, 7 a.m. and then taper off. Will be dry by 11, 12 o'clock. Dry on Sunday and Monday. That 10% chance accounts for the possibility of a mountain shower. And then we're back with the chance of precipitation Tuesday and Wednesday, which we're still in the fire season, so we could still use that precipitation anytime. Bring it. Our Saturday morning lows will be down in the 40s and 50s. I've said this a number of times, but just in case you haven't heard me, if we're going to have a frost, we will make a really big deal out of it, gardeners. I know you're still getting those last tomatoes to ripen. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the 60s and 70s, 81 in Lewiston, 68 in Spirit Lake, 74 in Meade, 75 in 9 Mile, and 71 out at Fairchild Air Force Base, Airway Heights. Your planning forecast, dry on Sunday and 71. Our warming trend, we have a one-day warming trend, 76 on Monday. That's as warm as it's going to be. Then we cool down into the lower 70s and the 60s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with that chance of showers. Again, drawing your attention to the overnight lows. Upper 40s and lower 50s. No sign of a frost in the forecast in this 7-day outlook, Kirsten.
All right, but like you said, we're going to make a big deal about it.
I will make a big deal. Yes.
I think that's a good idea. Well, the Apple Cup isn't the only game on this weekend. There's another triple-header game day tomorrow on ABC.
Lots of football this weekend. ESPN's Reese Davis and Kirk Herbstreit preview the matches from Columbia, South Carolina.
An SEC tripleheader on ABC Saturday starts where College game day is. Columbia, South Carolina. LSU comes in. The Gamecocks surprising after beating Kentucky last week.
I think the big thing for South Carolina is just kind of managing all that success early in the year. Here comes College game day. Here comes a huge circus on their campus after a big win. As they've got to get back down to the basics of just blocking and tackling. Big challenge trying to defend Garrett Nussmeier. Offense is very, very talented. I think they're playing with a lot of confidence. Nussmeier will bring an edge into this game.
3:30 Eastern time in the Swamp. Texas A&M and Florida. Florida's sort of in some turmoil right now, and A&M's had all kinds of problems winning road games.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to win this game and something's got to give. Florida is, I think they knew coming into this year, this is going to be a challenge. The one thing I think they thought they could count on was Graham Mertz leading this offense, and right now they're trying to figure out where they are at quarterback. That's a game where you hope somebody wins and can go in the right direction.
And in prime time, Georgia and Kentucky, the Cats, offense and defense led by a couple of Georgia transfers.
Yeah, and this is a great example of how everyone's going to jump to conclusions. Kentucky, they're terrible. They lost to South Carolina. Remember, they are at home. It is at night. Their players will be playing with a very different level of intensity. Now, is it good enough to beat the best team in the country? Obviously, they get their hands full.
We'll find out. This is probably one of those days that you often refer to.
Never know.
It's one of those Saturdays. You never know what might happen. Great day on ABC.
And of course, the first time the Apple Cup is being held in September.
And coming up, this is the first time. Meteorologist Matt Gray is going to take a look at if this will be the warmest game in Apple Cup history, and the results, he says, are closer than you think. That's still ahead.
Plus, we've got a preview of some fall colors at Corbin Park in North Spokane on this week's Air 4 Adventure. Stick around.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
How would you like a quality, reliable new ride? Well, this month, the new Findlay Downtown Honda store on 3rd Avenue is loaded with great options to choose from. So stop settling for less and stop by the new Findlay Honda Superstore today.
Discover fall in Coeur d'Alene. Experience the hidden treasure of autumn in our serene lakeside town. As the lively energy of summer subsides, the town embraces the tranquility of fall. Guests can unwind and find solace by the glistening lake. See for yourself why fall is Coeur d'Alene's best-kept secret. Book your fall foliage lake cruise overnight package now and make memories that will warm your heart for years to come.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
So, boss man, what are we doing today?
Oh, just annual maintenance.
Annual maintenance?
Yeah, the yearly tune-up to keep the heating and cooling stuff running. Wait, you do get tune-ups on your HVAC equipment, right?
Any chance you can come by my house after this and check out my system?
Get a free heat pump with every furnace purchase at Bill's Heating and AC while supplies last. Call now.
There are those who factor and those who don't. Nothing this good comes this easy.
Except Factor.
Fresh, never frozen meals ready in 2 minutes.
In Comes Company, the smash hit Broadway musical. Winner of 5 Tony Awards, including Best Revival of a Musical. Company is a hilarious musical masterpiece about life, love, and good company. Critics give it 5 stars, saying yes. It's really that good. Playing September 11th through 15th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Save your greed! Well, on your screen right now are the photos of the damage left behind from a fire inside of one family's garage in Spokane Valley. This house caught on fire this morning, and then again late this afternoon. As of right now, investigators do not know exactly what sparked the fires, but they say that they found multiple lithium-ion batteries in the garage where the fire started.
So the Valley Department once again reminding everyone, while these types of batteries are useful, we use them with our cell phones and laptops, they can also be dangerous. Madeline Mullins shares tips on how you can lower your chances of those batteries in your home going up in flames.
Lithium-ion batteries can be found in lots of common household products, like a leaf blower.
We do see them a lot in your standard power products, your drills and your saws and such.
And it is that commonality which has led to lithium-ion fires being on the rise.
Lithium-ion battery fires, they are more prevalent now, and so we are seeing more fires that involve lithium-ion batteries.
Fire Captain Abraham Nisbet says the danger with these types of fires is that they burn very hot, they can be hard to put out, and they have a chance of reigniting. The fire department has shared some easy tips to help prevent these fires from starting. Store your batteries in a cold and dry place. Once your battery is fully charged, remove it from the charger. Check the expiration date on batteries, check for damage to the batteries and the packaging they come in, and dispose of lithium-ion batteries at a household hazardous waste site.
Batteries should always be used within the manufacturer's recommendations.
The Spokane Valley Fire Department also recommends that people visit the Battery Smart Spokane website. Here they can find information about all things batteries, what to buy, how to charge them, and how to get rid of them. With 4 News Now, I'm Madeline Mullins.
Information there, and we now know what killed 2 people in this gas station explosion. It happened in the town of Cardiff in Clearwater County. This is in addition to the 2 people who were rushed to the hospital with severe burns. As of now, investigators do not know what caused the explosion.
Well, Eastern Washington's 5th District will soon have a new U.S. representative.
Why now is the best time for Democrats to try to flip Kathy McMorris Rodgers' seat. Coming up.
We're at Flatstick Pub in Pioneer Square, hanging out with all the Cougs. We'll show you what's going on here coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's our Labor Day sales event happening all month long, where you'll save up to $14,000 off MSRP on a new GMC Sierra 1500. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Elegance, style, quality, custom made for your project. Agalite shower doors and bath enclosures by River City Glass are designed for a lifetime of use. Timeless beauty that speaks for itself with superior quality and exceptional value. Offering exquisite custom wine room enclosures and office room glass, specializing in custom mirrors crafted to fit your space. Producing high-performance glass for every project, residential and commercial. River City Glass.
Looking for a new appliance but don't want to wait weeks for delivery? At Fred's Appliance, our Get It Today inventory makes sure you don't have to. Thanks to our fully stocked warehouses, we have a vast selection of appliances ready for you right now. From refrigerators to washing machines, ovens to dryers, you name it, we have it ready to go. No more waiting, no more delays. Just the appliance you need when you need it. Fred's Appliance. If we advertise it, we've got it. Visit any of our showrooms and get your new appliance today.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home, in every room, in every moment. Make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
It's our Labor Day sales event happening all month. New Sierra 2500 HDs, amps, and 3500 HDs as low as $59,878. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Welcome back, everybody. We are just hours away from one of the oldest rivalry games in college football, with the Huskies taking on the Cougs tomorrow at Lumen Field.
Yeah, right now WSU fans have taken over Flat Stick Pub in Seattle. Let's send it over now to Sydney Berger with a look at some of the fun in Seattle. Sydney.
Exactly right, Kirsten and Jordan. Cougs from all over are packing Flat Stick and Pioneer Square right now. Even though we're in Seattle, this room would not make you think that we were. Lots of crimson and gray hanging out with us today. I'm just going to show you a little bit around. Some people might recognize this background. I know just from pictures, looks like the Coug in Pullman, one of the most famous bars there. I wouldn't know, again, just from pictures, but let's take a look around here. So many Cougs. Again, this sign tells you what you need to know. They're open at 8 a.m. tomorrow, free game for the Apple Cup, and we're actually going to head on over to the food of the night. It's the Rivalry Pizza. Take a look at what we got here. We've got the peppers and the mushrooms on one side, the onions and the bell peppers on the other side. Crimson, purple, and yellow. I'm not biased. I'm wearing gray, eating crimson. Tastes like victory. We'll get the full review on the way back, but let me just send it back to you guys in the studio.
I'm so jealous. That was an excellent
Wait a minute. We know Sydney Berger is a Coug. That's public knowledge, right?
Well said. We wouldn't send her out there. Yeah, we needed that Coug bias on the road there with Julian. Balance it out a little bit.
I love it.
But so much is changing with the Apple Cup this year, including when the game gets played on the football calendar. This is actually the first time the game has been played in September.
And that got a lot of us asking, does this change automatically mean that tomorrow will be the warmest Apple Cup ever played? Meteorologist Matt Gray looked at the weather history of the game to find out.
It's going to take a lot of getting used to having this in September. The Apple Cup's been played 115 times before tomorrow, but not all of them were around Thanksgiving. So to find the warmest one, we've got to go back to the first 50 years of this rivalry. Up until 1950, most of the games between the Cougs and the Huskies that were played in Pullman, well, they got played in October, and there were a few Seattle games in October too. As it turns out, playing a late November game in Eastern Washington is a little cold. Now, these are the 6 coldest days in Apple Cup history. 3 of them were in Pullman. 3 were in Spokane at Joe Albi Stadium, and 2 were in Joe Albi Stadium. 1 was in Seattle. Now, a lot of you watching right now might remember a couple of these games firsthand because they're actually pretty recently on the calendar. Now, back to those October games. That's where we find the warmest Apple Cups, and you can see them on your screen right now. So, yes, Pullman has the hottest and coldest Apple Cups in the books. But will it stay that way now that the game, now and perhaps long into the future, looks like it'll be in September? So let's look at the latest forecast for the game tomorrow. Oh boy, clouds and a chance of rain. What do you know, rain in Seattle, shocking. It seems unlikely that we'll hit 70 degrees like we saw in Pullman in 1939, but you know what, low 60s at kickoff, which is, by the way, hours before the hottest part of the day there in the mid-afternoon. That's warmer than the highs we've seen in all but 3 of those 115 previous meetings between WSU and the Huskies. Now, in the years to come, as the Apple Cup transitions from that early fall, from that Thanksgiving tradition to early fall, we are going to get warmer games than this. So it's definitely going to take some getting used to, but I think in time we may all appreciate not having to pull out the winter gear for the big game in the Northwest. I know a lot of people remember that 2018 game, and of course 2014, well, that was the coldest one we have on the books. It looks like it's going to stay that way for a while.
What a great memory in that picture there.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well, and for the fans, when it's, you know, in the teens for kickoff, it makes for a long day, a lot of hot chocolate. But yeah, I mean, 60 degrees, that's just so starkly different.
Yes, it doesn't look like a very pleasant day to be at Lumen Field. However, regardless of who you are rooting for, it's going to be another story here in Spokane by noon. The chance of showers will be over around the region. 56 degrees is where we're going to start off the day tomorrow. A chance of showers in the morning, but we should be long dry by the time kickoff happens just afternoon. Plenty of time to get outside tomorrow and enjoy mostly cloudy skies. We'll see a little bit more sunshine the second part of the day. Our winds are also going to be picking up. 73 our high compares to an average high of 75. Let's talk about that precipitation. We'll see the clouds continuing to roll in tonight. Here's 1 a.m. with a little bit of wet weather just crossing the Cascades. By 5 a.m., a chance of showers through the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. Dry on the Palouse and the LC Valley. Most, if any, precipitation will be north of I-90. And here's 10 a.m. Dry in most locations except for the east slopes of the Cascades and into the Okanagan Valley. Forecast rain totals will be very light, just in the hundredths of an inch on Saturday. And winds picking up once we dry out, but 20-mile-per-hour gusts, and the highest gusts will be in the late afternoon before things start to settle down late in the day. I will be back with the second half of your weekend forecast in just a few minutes. Kirsten.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Well, in your For the People coverage tonight, no matter who wins in November, Eastern Washington's 5th District will have a new U.S. representative for the first time since 2005, with Cathy McMorris Rodgers not seeking re-election.
Multiple people threw their hats into the ring, but now we're down to just 2 candidates. Those are Republican Michael Baumgartner and Democratic candidate Carmella Conroy. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yart explains why now might be the best time for Democrats to try to flip this long-standing Republican seat.
Jordan and Kirsten, this seat has historically been held by members of Congress for numerous years at a time. Tom Foley, it was held it for 30 years, and prior to that, George Nethercutt for 10, and then its incumbent, McMorris Rodgers, for 20. My excuse, I actually meant that Nethercutt held it after Tom Foley. But now this seat is open again for the first time in 2 decades. And the question remains, how will Democrats compete in this historically Republican district? I took this question to an expert. Here is what he had to say. Experts say our region is a staunch Republican district, but party lines have changed over time.
It's much harder to beat an incumbent. It's a lot easier to win in an open seat. So if there were a chance that Democrats could take the seat, this would be it. McMorris Rodgers is currently one of the 2 Republicans from Washington's 10 representatives in the House. Her decision to not run for re-election spurred a crowded race during the primaries. Its final results were Michael Baumgartner with 28.5% of the vote and Carmella Conroy with 20.86%. House races are what we call low information contests. So a lot of people don't know a lot of information about the candidates. People rely on partisanship more. And you have to rely as a candidate on voters who would traditionally turn out to vote in a House race.
Political expert Aaron Heitfield says the winner of these congressional races is often the one with the most funding. At this time, Baumgartner's campaign has just short of $640,000, whereas Conroy's has around $230,000.
If you're not getting people to donate, it means you're not necessarily building what we call a personal vote, a connection with donors.
Heitfield says that Baumgartner's biggest challenge will be separating himself from the MAGA movement and pulling Republican voters from the same margin as McMorris Rodgers. For Conroy, he believes the challenge will be running on a record she has yet to build. Now the last day to vote is November 5th. Reporting live in studio, Alexandra Konyarts, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Alexandra. Still ahead on 4 News Now.
Strike! Strike! Strike!
Thousands of Boeing employees are now on strike.
The impact it can have on the U.S. economy coming up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
It's Valley Fest, September 20th through the 22nd at Marabou Point Park. Enjoy a petting zoo, Top Fest, River Run 5K and 10K, science activities, yummy treats, and more. Visit valleyfest.org for more information.
Selection. Wendell Nissan has it. Altima, Frontier, Titan, Rogue. Even certified pre-owned vehicles. Cars, trucks, and SUVs. Our inventory has never been better. Great selection, great service, and great financing options. Don't delay. Visit Wendell Nissan at the Y on North Division and drive for generations.
We rent china, glassware, tents, and barbecues, flatware, linen, stands for staging, tables, shades.
A to Z rental, no job too big, no job too small.
Jackhammers, stem doors, washers, stump grinder saws, generators, skid steer, excavator, dingoes, trailers, tractors, nailers, staplers, hole diggers, tillers, mowers, yard vac, aerators.
Call A to Z Rental at 509-924-2000 or go to rentatoz.com.
We rent everything, man.
Now open in Airway Heights.
At A to Z Rental, we rent everything.
Donnie, some injury attorneys talk big about handling truck cases. What does that mean?
Well, you watch the ads just like I do. They say they're tough. They take on big truck cases.
It doesn't just take tough to win a big truck case. It takes experience, knowledge, lawyers who know how to hold the trucking company accountable, a law firm with the courage to go to trial.
That's us, the advocates.
Yep, it takes us. Injured? You deserve an advocate.
Valley Fest is here, September 20th through 22nd at Marabou Point Park. Enjoy a parade, bed races, car show, live entertainment, River Run 5K, 10K, food, and much more. Visit valleyfest.org for more information.
E.T.
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 Hi, E.T.
Wow.
Only on ET.
Weeknights at 7:30, only on KXLY, ABC4.
We're hosting the Emmys, and this year they're going highbrow.
No, they said eyebrow. They want you to make bad jokes about your eyebrows, which you're not doing.
Why don't they go through proper channels? My brows have their own agent.
What did I just say?
What?
Hundreds of thousands of kids' garden sets are being recalled due to high levels of lead. Officials say some of Red Toolbox's Stanley-branded Junior Kids garden tools have lead levels that exceed the federal limit. They were sold exclusively by Costco, and the retailer will be contacting some customers directly. Anyone who has one of the impacted garden sets can receive a replacement at Red Toolbox's recall website.
Well, it's starting to feel like fall around the inland Northwest, and in this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're soaring above one of the best places to take in those fall colors as the leaves begin to change.
Let's go for a ride on the Air 4 drone over Corbin Park in North Spokane.
Fall is the time. It's a beautiful city. Hey, it's a great place to live.
Here we are. It's October in beautiful Corbin Park. It is absolutely gorgeous here in the autumn. We have so many varieties of trees and as many leaves as you'd want to rake.
There's a lot of raking. I was raking yesterday and today, and I won't be able to get them all up, but we'll get most of them up. This is my third day out here, but the more you come out, the less work it'll be every time. But
because the worst thing to happen is if it rains or snows on top of it, then it's really hard to clean up.
You want to get out on a day like today and get them picked up if you can.
It used to be a racetrack in the 1800s, and then County Fair was here. And then they started building in 1898.
The park gets well used.
Well used. Lots of kids playing in the park. There's tennis.
People do. They run around it and walking. Lots of dogs. Well, this one's a sycamore.
And we call that one the Dr. Seuss tree because the little seed pods stay on it in the winter. So it's really cool looking.
You know, you get beautiful pinks and yellows, and then they change color again and go to more of a red color, and just beautiful all around the park. It's just a beautiful place to live. We love it here.
It really is beautiful. Wow.
Incredible, yeah.
So around the Northwest, thousands of Boeing union members are on strike, bringing aircraft assembly lines at the company's Everett plants to a near standstill.
And many workers say it's a boiling point that's been years in the making. CNN's Laura Aguirre explains how this strike could dent the U.S. economy.
If Boeing touts that we're the best in the industry, they need to treat us the best in the industry.
We expect our demands to be met, and we won't stop until they're met.
Daybreak Friday, revealing the determination of striking Boeing union members. About 33,000 walked out Friday after voting overwhelmingly to reject a proposed 4-year contract. Leaders at the International Association of Machinists Union described the deal as the best it's ever negotiated with the aircraft maker. Enthusiasm not matched on the picket line.
There's a lot of stuff that just doesn't add up. Their math is crazy.
As we watch their pay go up, we've watched stagnant pay on our side.
Stagnant for about 10 years, says IAM 751 President John Holden.
We got to get back to the table.
The rejected contract offered workers at least a 25% pay raise over 4 years. It would have also helped with health care and retirement costs. But many workers want their traditional pension plan back, one cut by Boeing years ago.
Some people may be bitter about the whole thing, and that's a good part of it.
The strike is the company's first in 16 years, and while consumer travel won't be affected, an ongoing strike could impact nearly 10,000 Boeing suppliers nationwide, possibly affecting well over 1.5 million jobs. Boeing estimates it pours around $80 billion into the economy annually, and it's eager to resume contract negotiations.
I think that Boeing understands now that we really are sincere about the way we feel. I hope this gets resolved soon.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
High temperature today, 73 degrees, just about average. 75 is our average high. Our record for today, 32. So we have had frost this early. 7:05, our sunset time. That is coming right up. Also, your 7-day forecast coming right up after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hi, I'm Chris with Tactical Plumbing. We're a well-known, locally owned company with a great reputation with our customers. While the new housing boom stays strong, we are excited to announce that we are growing our company to provide homeowners with our precision services.
Tactical Plumbing has over 30 years of combined experience, and we are now booking residential service and repair. Tactical Plumbing providing our community with carefully planned and strategically executed plumbing solutions.
Call us or visit our website today for all of your plumbing needs.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
In Comes Company, the smash hit Broadway musical. Winner of 5 Tony Awards, including Best Revival of a Musical. Company is a hilarious musical masterpiece about life, love, and good company. Critics give it 5 stars, saying yes. It's really that good. Playing September 11th through 15th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
These are implant dentures, a new solution for tooth loss that is changing lives.
I have a phone full of selfies now. I think I look great.
It's so easy. Everything happened at the office.
Now I eat what I want. I'm confident in my smile.
It's a game changer.
If you want your smile back
at a price that works for you, you need to call them now.
Secure, affordable, and made to last. Implant dentures, now from Clear Choice, the #1 provider of fixed full-arch dental implants in the USA.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
Welcome back. We've hammered on this quite a bit tonight, but there's a pretty important football game happening tomorrow.
Yeah, we know you know about it. The Cougs are in Seattle. They're gearing up to take on the Huskies in the 116th Apple Cup. We're going to check back in now with our sports team. Julian Minnesota and Sydney Berger live in Seattle tonight. So how are WSU fans feeling about the big game?
Well, if you would take a look at the party and get the vibes of everything going on behind us here at Plastic, you would think that it's just another Saturday in Pullman. They have taken over Seattle. The vibes are very high, and for good reason. I mean, Washington State is 2-0 to start the season. There's some Mariners fans trickled in here as well. But yeah, all vibes are high here against the Huskies for the game week.
Yeah, we saw 2 Husky fans walk down these stairs, and then they looked at the scene and turned right around. They were not having what's going on over here because it's all Cougs all day, and I think that's good energy for the Cougs heading into tomorrow.
Yes. That is a nightmare for those Husky fans. Definitely the wrong bar there. Now, guys, it's been all smiles. Everyone's having a good time, but the game is still tomorrow. What are the keys to a Cougar victory?
Well, Washington State comes in with a little bit extra dip on their chip. I mean, the Huskies are one of the teams that left the Pac-12 high and dry, so Washington State trying to get their lick back when it comes to that, and also Athletic Director Pat Chun left for UW to take the same job, so a little extra spiciness in the air as well.
And as far as the game goes, Jake Diggert has seen this coach in Jed Fish. He used to be Arizona's head coach. Now he's Washington's head coach. So he expects a little bit of a different defense from Washington. That's something that the Cougs need to jump on top of very quickly, get the flow of the game. We've seen John Mateer getting a little up and high in his energy. He needs to push it down low in the beginning of that game and really get in tune.
So much to look forward to.
Absolutely. The Cougs have had a pretty hot start to the season, so hopefully they can carry it over into tomorrow.
Dip on their chip, as Julian put it. I love that.
Absolutely.
I'll be using that. And we'll see you guys later for Friday Night Sports Extra tonight on Nightside. I think some people are wondering what's going on with our local sports, but we're not going to miss out on that. Let's send it over now to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
I would think I'd like to be there with Julian and Sydney. That looks like a lot of fun. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. We have got the possibility of some showers tomorrow morning. It will not last long. Then we'll head into a breezy afternoon, a dry and breezy afternoon, dry and mild on Sunday. Temperatures running just a little below average, but should be in the 70s in Spokane. And then the possibility of rain returns midweek. Our chance of precipitation is not that great, but it is up to 20% at 2 a.m. 30% at 6 a.m. That's our best chance to see precipitation in Spokane. Will be from around 6 a.m. to around 9 a.m. And then it really tapers off. Will be dry as we get into 11, 12 o'clock. Hour by hour, let's do your forecast. 54 degrees at 7 a.m. Will be still 60 degrees at 10 with a 20% chance of showers. Might need a sweatshirt if you're heading out to the Spokane Interstate Fair. Also, we're going to start to see our winds picking up once it dries out. 1 o'clock, 10-mile-per-hour winds. 10-mile-per-hour winds at 2 o'clock. We'll be up to 73 by 4 o'clock. That's also about the time our winds are going to be peaking with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. We have a 30% chance of measurable rain Saturday morning. Then it goes down to only 10% Monday and Sunday, and that is mainly because we have some mountain showers. Then we're back up to 30-40% as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. Your planning forecast: dry on Sunday with that high of 71 degrees, overnight low of 48, 76 on Monday with mostly cloudy skies, and then back into the showers Tuesday and Wednesday, 69 for a high on Wednesday, and then we start warming up and drying out as we get toward the end of next week. Overnight lows, meanwhile, will be in the 40s and 50s. We have that slight chance of showers on Saturday, but as you heard earlier in the broadcast from Matt Gray, if you do have travel plans to go to the Apple Cup, plan on rain and even some possible thunderstorms, and temperatures only in the 60s. So if you are staying home and missing all the fun at the Flat Stick with Julian and Sydney, like me, at least know that you're going to be dry and comfortable in your armchair watching the game. Kirsten.
That's exactly right. We have something that they don't. All right, thanks, Chris. Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.